From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Andrew Adams.
Well, it is a quiet and cloudy morning across the region on our Lucky Star Skycam network. You can see a few breaks in a couple of these clouds, but overall, pretty persistent cloud cover on basically every single one of these cameras, and even a little bit of haze, a little bit of patchy fog out there, looks like, and Concho at least a lightly reduced visibility. So that's what we got going on this morning, which isn't a whole lot. It's pretty quiet across the central United States. Our storm system that we just had way off to the east, it made for a dreary day yesterday. Today's just cloudy. There's some snow out in New Mexico. That snow's not quite for us, but we do have a chance for snow to talk about coming up. 0.3 of an inch, officially 0.31 inches here in Oklahoma City from our most recent storm system. Almost 0.2 of an inch out in El Reno, far western Oklahoma. You can see some areas got more than an inch. So some of us got some good rains, and we'll take whatever rain we can get. Up in the north is where we saw the snow, 1 to 2 inches in north central and northwestern Oklahoma. Again, this is north of Enid, areas toward Woodward and Caldwell. And out in the panhandle from Guyman to the west, 2 to nearly 4 inches in a couple of spots. So that's where the snow fell. That looks like where our chance for Monday snowfall looks like it'll be. More on that in just a second, but that Monday storm system right there, 1,500 miles away. It's entering the Pacific Northwest, and it is heading toward Oklahoma, and will give us another chance for rain and, yes, even some snow. So very quiet this weekend. Here's that storm system. Most of our rain looks like it's actually going to fall first half of the day on Monday. And then we get into the dry slot. Dry slot should help us warm a couple degrees as the rain moves out. We could get a couple breaks in the clouds by that point, but we've got a wraparound of cold air, and as that cold air comes around the backside of this system and dives in, we'll see the chance for snow lingering around through our Tuesday morning. Then the storm system exits. We see a little bit of a temperature rebound by Wednesday. 50s return. And then you turn our attention back up to the northwest. System number 2 on the week enters, and this one a little bit different. This one, we're breaking the jet stream farther down. We're bringing in much colder air, like some actual Arctic air. This would be the coldest air of the season. Another chance for some rain, and yes, better chance, I think, for snow, as we'll have cold air already in place and then be able to force in some even colder air. Now, the major cold going to be up along the high plains, Minnesota, the Dakotas, Montana. That is where the super cold is. We're still not looking comfortable, though, as we get toward the end of the 9-day. We'll see that with our highs and especially our lows coming up. Then eventually we'll try to see if that cold air can relax, but well below average temperatures, plummeting down the Great Plains of the United States and into our neck of the woods. And here's what that looks like. Over the next several days, highs 40s, you see some 50s on the board, and then it all comes crashing down with highs in the 20s by the end of this coming week. And that 27 on Friday, that's Friday afternoon. Friday morning, likely a little bit warmer in the 30s, and then temperatures fall throughout the day behind a strong cold front. Next Saturday low, this number is going to change. It's a week away, but right now looking at 9 degrees, that would be the coldest air temperature of this winter season so far this year by far, and even colder than our coldest temperature in Oklahoma City of last year. That was 16 degrees. Second warmest annual low that we've ever experienced here in Oklahoma City. We didn't get all that much cold last year. December of this year, we haven't seen any of it. This year, it's knocking on the doorstep, and we'll see how it changes as it heads our way. Clouds over downtown on Regis Cam. It's going to be there all morning long. 34 degrees, feels like 27. There's the pink freezing line, so areas in western and northern Oklahoma below freezing. Most of us right around or just above it. With a light wind out of the east, it's enough to make us feel more like the 20s early on, even some teens up in northwestern Oklahoma for a chillier feel, and we'll have that chilly breeze throughout the day today, 10 to 16 miles per hour. 46 Oklahoma City, 45 Clinton, Enid, maybe just the 30s up in the panhandle, upper 30s at that. So mostly cloudy, a little bit chilly overnight. We're pretty seasonal. We fall back into the 20s, a few 30s down to the south and southeast. South wind kicks in tomorrow, and we're back in the 50s, 54 in Oklahoma City, and then back down temperatures come, especially up in the northwest on Monday as that system comes through. Low 40s, even some 30s in the panhandle on Monday here in Oklahoma City. 50 briefly in the afternoon if we can get that dry slot like I was talking about, that gap in the rain could help us out. But nonetheless, 100% chance for rain, maybe a couple thunderstorms, central, eastern, southern Oklahoma, out to the west and northwest. That's where we see snow. We transition over to snow as we go Monday night and Tuesday morning, with the best chances up across northern Oklahoma. And overall, we're going to take the rain that we can get, could add on about a ½ inch or so for some of us, maybe even more in a couple isolated spots. And yes, the best chance for snow ranging 2 to 4 inches, northwest Oklahoma, northeast Oklahoma, here along central Oklahoma, perhaps a trace amount. And if the storm track changes, that could change too. But right now, that's what it's looking like. And then we're dry for a couple days before Friday's snow chances enter and our temperatures come down and we really feel like winter. Devis, that's all I got. I'll send it back to you.